guys, so today's video I'm going to be kind of telling you the story of how I got this deer and showing you my 62 caliber Flintlock smoothbore gun. So this deer I killed in Mississippi. It's a 4-point whitetail buck, and I shot it with this gun and carried my gear in this coonskin shooting bag that we made on video. And then I did some of the deer processing with this knife that I hand forged. So I was sitting in a stand. We were at a camp in Mississippi, my dad and I were, for a deer hunting retreat. And we got a 4-hour hunt, and we had to draw our stand number. And then I was sitting in the stand with my dad in the stand right next to me, on the other side of the tree actually. And this deer walked out of a swamp, really in the last like 10 minutes of shooting light that we had. And so I lined the sights up actually against the sky because I couldn't see him against the deer. It was too dark. Still legal shooting time, but it was getting pretty dark. And then I just brought the gun down onto his shoulder and shot him right in the vital area, and he died within just a few minutes. So even though I'm using a pretty primitive firearm, I was able to very humanely kill this deer. And it was a super cool, super fun time. And then I got this deer mounted by a taxidermist around there and mailed to us. So he did a European skull mount. So then like I said, I was carrying this bag, and what I kept in here for the hunt was basically a leather pouch with some patches. And then I had this leather pouch that I just carved to look like a turtle with my bullets in it. Then I had a small bag of my tools and my powder measure. Then I had my powder flask with my black powder. So the load that I was shooting in this gun was around 75 grains of 2F black powder with a thin greased patch, and then a round ball, lead round ball. This thing is fairly accurate, out to around 20 yards. Is the furthest distance I've ever shot it at. That's how far this deer was, 20-30 yards. The claim on these guns is that they can shoot a 6-inch group at 100 yards. I've never tested that, but I'm able to get like right on the bullseye at around 20-30 yards. So it's really, really accurate. And it's really a piece of artwork more than just a regular gun. So it's really, really cool. Alright guys, so now I'm just going to show you kind of in more detail this gun. So this is a Flintlock firearm, which means that the hammer actually holds a piece of flint in the jaws that hits this piece of hits this piece of hardened steel. Those sparks hit some fine powder right here. That explosion goes in the barrel and ignites the main powder charge going out the gun. So you bring it back to full cock, and then once your priming powder is in there, you close the pan, and then you can see when I pull the trigger, there's some sparks there. I'm not sure if you can see that or not because it's kind of bright out right now, but that's the way that a Flintlock firearm works. That's why it's called a Flintlock, because there's flint in the lock. This gun is super well crafted. There's a lot of attention to detail here. The fit up on the metal plates and everything is super nice, and the trigger has a very cool decorative curl on the lock. And then the maker of the gun actually engraved his name in the barrel, and then the front sight looks like a turtle. So it's really, really cool. And it comes with a nice wooden ramrod. It's just a beautiful gun. It feels it's very well balanced. So when you know, it's got a 42-inch barrel, but I can hold it like this for a pretty long time without getting tired. So just a really, really, really nice gun. Thanks guys for watching this video and listening to this story of how I killed this deer. It's a super great hunt. You got a really cool deer with a really cool gun, and there's really no better way to kill a deer.